Hey there everyone, what is going on? My name is Josh Freeman and today I'm doing a side-by-side comparison review of the Bose Noise Cancelling 700s versus the Sony WH-1000 XM4 headphones. These are both of their top-of-the-line headphones, and I'm going to go over this in a way that I cover A, the objective stuff, B, subjective, and then I'll tell you what my personal preference is at the end of the video. Let's get to it. The first objective feature I'm talking about today is the battery life, and guess what's going to get the edge here? The Sony's. Yes, the Sony gets up to 30 hours of battery life on a single charge versus the Bose is only getting 20 hours. Now, granted, 20 hours is more than enough. I've never listened to my headphones for probably more than 3 hours during a single charge, so it's not a matter of a single charge, but how long can you go without charging it? You know, a week, 2 weeks. So Sony's going to get the edge there. And the next thing we're going to talk about is some of the features. Now, both of these headphones come with an application that you can connect to from your phone and coordinate everything on your headphones from there. So they both have a very intuitive application, and none of them really gets the edge as far as intuitiveness, but as far as features go, I'm gonna have to once again give the edge to Sony because they have so many cool features on these headphones and in the application. For example, one of my favorite ones is you can analyze your ears, and it's gonna basically tell you based off of your sea level. So for example, I live in Florida. If you happen to live in Florida, you're at sea level, right? Versus when I was in Arizona a week ago and I was in Flagstaff, I was about 8,000 feet above, and there I would have to reanalyze my ears, and it's going to give you a tuning based on your elevation and your ears. So that is a really cool feature, and it's always, you know, just making your headphones better and give you that optimal sound quality. Two other features I want to talk about that Sony has I think really stand out and make these a premium headphone are the wearing detection. So for example, you have the headphones on, you're listening to music, and as soon as you take your headphones off, it's going to pause your music or your YouTube video, whatever you're listening to, it pauses that, and the second it puts your headphones back on, it resumes your playing, whatever you're listening to once again. So that is a really cool feature. It's very common in earbuds, but this is the first one that I've seen do it with headphones. The other one is called Speak to Chat technology, and basically what that does is once you have your headphones on, if someone starts talking to you, it won't pick up their voice, but it'll pick up yours once you respond. It'll turn down your music, and it turns on one of their external microphones to pick up what they're saying, so that way you can have a conversation while still kind of having whatever you're listening to in the background and not really giving you any pause. It's a really cool feature, and that is one that also that Bose does not have. So for the features, like I said, on the application and the headphone features themselves, I'm going to have to give Bose the edge there. Now let's get into subjective opinions. First and foremost, let's talk about the aesthetics. I think Bose has the best looking headphones on the market by a large margin. These look so sleek and cool, and I just like the way they do it. This is in soapstone right here. Obviously, I got the Sony in the all black, which is really nice for what it is. I mean, you know, you're getting an all black pair of headphones. It's pretty straightforward, but I just think that Bose really killed it with this design here. One thing I want to talk about is they have a lightweight stainless steel frame on these as well, and the ear cups are tilted for, you know, the optimal kind of head shape that everyone has. And then versus the Sony here, you know, it's a very basic headphone. It's nothing's wrong with it. I don't dislike it. I tend to lean towards boring design like this. You know, I'm not saying it's necessarily boring. I'm just saying it's straightforward. So I don't really have any discrepancies with this. I'm just going to say that these look way better. If they are going to kind of, you know, go for a different design, I think they really did a quality job on these headphones. So for the design, going to have to definitely go Bose. One other thing that you probably is very high on your priority list when determining which headphones you want to go with is the sound quality, right? How good are they? These are both premium headphones. You're paying a pretty penny for these headphones, so how good is the sound quality? And to be honest with you, there is not one that I'm going to have to pick that is a noticeably better sound quality. I mean, I listen to rap, hip hop, R&B, rock and roll, you know, and podcasts. So I mean, you know, I listen to a lot of different varying music that has different kind of treble, bass, and all that stuff. And really, they're both very premium, and no one will be disappointed with the sound quality of these headphones. So from that point, I'm going to have to wrap it up as a tie. The final detail I want to compare on these is probably just the ergonomics of it. So how long can you wear it on your head before it gets uncomfortable, and what kind of materials did they use to make the product? So as I mentioned before, the Bose does have a lightweight stainless steel frame. It does make it look better, and it doesn't actually make it heavier. I think these are actually barely slightly heavier, not by much, not a noticeable difference. So from that perspective, you know, the materials, I think Bose gets the edge here versus Sony. They both have very plush on the ear cups here, and on the top of the head is also very plush, as you can see on both of the headphones. Happy with it from that product design perspective here. So really, I think it's a marginal, you know, bonus to the Bose here, but they do get the slight edge there. Now, from a interaction perspective here, they both have the swipe up and swipe down capabilities, so you don't see any buttons on the side there, right? But they do have the ability, if you wanted to turn the volume up or skip a track, pause, play, right? They all have the touch capabilities on the earmuffs here. I will give the edge to Sony just because it's a bigger face here, right? On these, you kind of feel like the headband is in the way a little bit of the touch capability. Now, once again, this is a very small first world problem detail, but just something I wanted to point out. And what you all have been waiting for, which ones do I actually prefer? And I'm gonna have to say the Sony, okay? You get 10 extra hours of battery life, and you know, it's just a convenience thing. I'm charging it less, right? 20 hours is great, like I already mentioned, but I really am happy with the 30 hours. Also, having the features, you can turn them off. I'd rather have them than not need them than the other way around. So having the wearing detection, which I do keep on, and speak to chat, which I do admittedly keep off most of the time, because sometimes I talk to myself and I like that expert advice, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Sonys. Even though I do think the Bose look phenomenal, I personally can lean towards a more boring design and be happy with the features with the Sony. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, this comparison review. I'm gonna put some links in the description if you wanna purchase these on Amazon. I do make a little bit of commission on that, and I appreciate that. It helps me out and keeps me doing these reviews. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. So you stay tuned to future videos, and have a good one.